Let's do this.
The topics that people are talking about, we're talking about. Today's topics: is Deion Sanders' flashy personality just too much for college football? Joe Jonas is getting divorced over partying and security footage? And cheating as a dying wish? What? Mike Jerrick, Mike Greenidge, Bill Anderson, two Mikes and a Bill. Still here.
Yep.
Apparently, the two Mikes and a Bill made it to another week.
Hey.
That was good to see.
We should spike the ball.
Right. Celebrate, puff our chest out.
That's right.
We got one win.
Got one win.
That's right.
So speaking of that, smooth segue. A lot of people are talking about prime time, Coach Prime now, Deion Sanders.
Oh, I watched the game.
It was a good game.
It was really
right?
good.
Outstanding. His son, star quarterback,
Yes.
a bunch of his players. They beat the defending runner-up.
TCU.
Yes, from last year. And his team last year was 1-11.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Deion's
puffing
team
their
was
chest
1-11.
out. Well, he wasn't there, but he
Colorado.
took over a
Gotcha.
team that was 1-11.
Gotcha. Okay.
Puffing their chest out, saying how great they are, doing press conferences. We're here, is what they're saying. And now the social media hate has started. People saying, you're already puffing your chest out. He's telling his team, celebrate, do your dance, I'm proud of you. And people are saying, these are young men. You should not teach them to be as arrogant as you are. That's the large response on social media.
Boo to all those people.
Yeah.
To the haters?
Yeah, boo to all of them, man. I celebrate when you win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think there's a problem with people having a problem with you celebrating your greatness. If you're good at something and can show off how good you are, why shouldn't you bask in that light, man?
Because for years and years and years, we've been told to show better sportsmanship. You're not supposed to be boastful. But didn't that go out the window decades ago?
And it's sports. And
And
I
it's
think that
sport,
right.
there is a difference between being a jerk and celebrating
Right.
your accomplishments.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying you're bad because I'm good, but I just scored a touchdown. I'm not allowed to be
I
excited
can't
about
celebrate. I won. The problem is this is where we got, man, with this everybody gets a trophy business, right? And everybody gets a trophy, so since everybody gets a trophy, we should all act the same? No, I'm the winner. I'm going to act different.
Well, then there's the old phrase, act like you've been there before.
that. But they haven't.
But I haven't been
They
here
haven't.
before.
That was a
1-11.
tremendous upset. TCU was fantastic
They were
last year.
favored by 22 in that game.
That's right. I think
And
they're
they-
overrated, to tell you the truth. But
Okay.
they're supposed to pummel Colorado.
So Deion's son threw for like 500 yards in that game. Huge talent
game,
himself.
right.
And they interviewed him afterwards, like, did you feel overmatched? Was this, you're playing on a whole different level? And he said, listen, I'm not afraid of names. I went out there and played the team in front of me. I don't care who
Look
it is.
who raised him.
I
Right.
believe that
Right.
we should win. And now there are people who are saying, see, that's the arrogance he's getting from his father. He should go in there and be humble.
I
No.
hope he carries that arrogance all through his life.
Yeah.
And I hope he celebrates every win he gets.
And I hope they win every game this year.
Right.
Colorado, go Buffs.
You know what I'm saying?
So we're all on board with Deion. You should be teaching them the humble life lessons and not just the
So what you're saying is like, if I do well on a test, I shouldn't celebrate? That's student first, right? Like, I feel like you should celebrate every win you get, no matter what it is.
When you
man.
get an Emmy, what do?
I'm
Do you
dancing.
post it?
Right.
Look at
You
this.
post a picture of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
did.
saying.
Well,
See
that's-
what I mean?
Isn't this how
It was my first. Like, I hadn't been there before.
Hadn't been there before.
yeah, pro athletes spike the ball and
Right.
Well, and it's
celebrate.
changed now because his son, as a college athlete with NIL and licensing and everything, he's worth $1.5 million
that's right, yeah.
on his image. So they're really pros.
Did you hear what
Yes.
Deion said yesterday or day before yesterday
What's that?
about his upbringing? That his parents were so busy making money for the family, no one ever went to one of his ball games.
Look at that.
As a child.
Crazy.
So that they totally changed him.
Yeah,
You know, I'm going to
believe it.
celebrate. I have to celebrate myself.
Right, because there's nobody here to celebrate
Yes.
me. Right.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. All right, going to take a break. Joe Jonas is in the news getting divorced.
Right.
Celebrities divorce. The question is how this all went down. This is our high
Again,
level
with
timer.
this
Bill,
high
tell me to
level
stop.
timer.
All right,
Commercial
high level.
time.
welcome back. Celebrity divorce. No huge deal, right?
Oh, I don't like to gossip. Should we do
We
this?
should try to just skip this.
Yeah.
You want to skip this one?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Since
So
we
Joe
have to.
Jonas Brothers,
Right.
And his wife Sophie Turner of 4 years, they have filed for divorce.
Great actress.
Put the comment out there that this is an amicable end after 4 years. But now the information is coming out that one, she's partying like a rock star and he's trying to stay at home and chill. And two, there was apparently something. Now, no one said what the something is, but she was caught on the Ring camera at the house
Partying like a
doing
rock
or
star.
saying something.
Or doing something.
Something.
That was the last straw.
Apparently. That's according to all the gossip sites and the news updates.
Right.
They haven't confirmed that, but a lot of people are saying, one, she parties too much, and two, she's talking on the Ring camera and got caught.
They met when she was 20. What do you do in your 20s?
Party.
Party.
You party.
Right.
Yeah.
And now
Like,
she's
what are you gonna do?
27.
So
She's still partying.
She's still partying. How,
I
do
feel
they
like
have kids?
27 is, no.
They don't have any kids?
Oh, yeah, they have kids.
Okay.
Oh, do
I
they?
think they have
Just
two.
curious. Two? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
Does that
that's-
change anything?
Well, that's
No,
part
I
of the
mean,
whole argument that
That
he has
makes
to
it a
take care
little
of the
tougher,
kid.
yeah. I mean, because there's kids involved. But I mean, at the same time, like, dude, like, marriage is a lot of work, man. And at that age, in that life, right? Like, so I'm 27. I got 2 kids.
I'm rich,
I'm rich.
successful, so you can afford
Right.
to do what
I
you
can
want to do.
afford to do what I want to do. And you really expect me to stay in the house?
Well, yeah.
Like, no.
So I'm the only one sitting at this table who has never been married.
Yeah.
Tell me if this is wrong. I feel like I get married because I don't want to go out to the clubs no more. Like, I don't have to. I married you, so I don't have
Well,
to
I
be
think
out
maybe
in the
she
club
changed
trying
her
to
mind.
holler
Right,
at
you
people.
change your mind.
Think how much you changed from the time you're 20 or when I think they got married when she was 22.
Okay.
Going into 23. I think you change in those ages from 22 to 27.
Agreed. And think about how
lot.
much life you're feeling like you're missing out on when you're tied down at age 22, right? So she I don't know their situation, right? But he may have been ready to get married, and she was just like, this is a great dude, so I'm going to say yes.
Right.
Right? Now, 5
And
years
we're
into this
both
thing.
living that touring, partying,
Right.
celebrating
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah, right? But
Right.
5 years into this thing, like, I'm kind of used to you and over you.
Yeah, you can't abandon the
Dude, but
kids.
I can't, right. Like, yo, I'm telling you, man, those 4 to 7 years,
Oh, God, yeah.
those are like the toughest years of being married, especially at that age,
At
because
that
you're
age?
kind of like, I still want to be out. I still got friends who are single. I still, you know what I'm saying? And so trying to work through those years are tough,
I
man.
don't think we know the whole story.
I don't know.
here.
We don't know
Well,
the
no,
whole story,
we don't
right?
know.
But
We
There's
also know what was said on the
something
Ring camera.
wrong.
I don't understand people who get caught cheating on their own security cameras.
If that's what
Well, we're
happened.
just
No.
assuming
I got
that,
the app right
that she got
here.
caught cheating on
My
the camera.
girlfriend walks through the living room. It says notification, movement in the living room.
Yeah.
Like, it's your own camera.
By the way, a friend of mine, well, he lives in another city, but he owns a restaurant. This is out in Los Angeles. And he has security cameras, and he just watches it on his phone.
Yeah.
What's going on in the restaurant? Oh, my God. The stuff that goes on in restaurants under the table. Whoa!
But those people don't know the camera's there. Right?
No,
Like, if
they
they
should.
know, then you're an idiot. Like, if you get caught on your own camera,
But that's,
You're an
that's where
idiot.
I'm at with it, right? She knows the cameras are there. Somebody wanted out of this relationship, man. Like,
Right.
you're at a point now that you just don't care.
and maybe she didn't cheat. Maybe she just was on the phone and was
Yeah.
like,
It could have
"I've
been
had enough."
anything, right?
We'll eventually find out. TMZ will find out.
They get all the answers,
Yeah.
man.
We got to take a
They
break.
love celebrities. They just got a strange way of showing it.
Is that their slogan?
I think so.
We've been saying Jawn for a minute. Now it's in the dictionary.
JAWN.
Yes. Shh. Is that cool or is it now corny?
Let's talk about
it's
that,
going
Joan, when we come
mainstream?
back.
Sometimes I wish you could hear the conversations that go on during the breaks. Like we're fully transparent during the actual show. During the break, it's like, ugh.
Even more.
Yeah, it's not that much different than
Right.
this.
It's kind of the same show.
pretty
Really
close.
not. All right, so Jawn is now in the dictionary. Dictionary.com, everything else. They've taken the word that we all embraced as Philly. They actually gave the origin to New York in a
Did they?
strange
They said
twist.
it's an offshoot of the word joint.
Yeah, and they made it out like we're just stealing stuff from New York.
And somebody
Inferiority
tweeted me
complex.
saying that this phrase goes back to the 60s, which I had not. I'd have to research that more.
Yeah, I'm not
Jawn or
aware.
joint?
Joan. Jawn.
All right. So it is now in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Something that has been Philly for years is now going mainstream. And a lot of different people who were commenting on it, social media, interviews and whatnot, said once it goes mainstream, it's in the dictionary, everybody starts using it, it's not cool anymore.
It's played out.
Like, now you got to leave it alone. Have they destroyed our word?
Well, it's not cool anymore if it's in the dictionary.
It wasn't them who destroyed your word.
Okay.
It was advertisers who destroyed the word. Once you started seeing it pop up on billboards, it was a wrap.
Who was it? I think they advertised on our station.
Right. So we're going to leave that alone.
Yeah.
But they weren't the first ones.
But it worked.
There were several ads.
And then
the city even used it to promote the city, right? And it was just like you cornied it by throwing it up on a billboard. Like, it's just that's not where it belonged.
I don't use it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it slips out because I've been using it my entire life. It slips out sometimes when you're just having casual conversation. Yeah. But I do. I feel like once it becomes something that is established and mainstream, and talk shows are doing segments on it, and celebrities start putting it out there, we're going to have more songs from people not from Philly, like That Jawn is on fire, whatever.
Right.
Now it's corny.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bordering on corny, if not already
it's out of
corny.
Here, man.
So
I got to come up with something new, Philly.
Quick question before we go to break. There's this Maryland police officer. We were talking about this in the break. He got caught on social media. Somebody got video, dropping my pen, I'm shocked, got video of him and some woman creeping into the back of his car. Turns out he's cheating while on duty on his wife and got suspended.
Did you see where he did it too? It's in the parking lot of a playground.
Right.
There are kids running around.
Yeah. Like in the video, you see a little kid walk past the video,
swing set or whatever.
Right.
His wife spoke out, but the question has become, he got suspended from his job. I mean, shady, I get. Why are you losing your job over being
was
shady?
he on duty or was it a lunch break? Well,
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I mean, you're always on duty as a police officer.
I mean, he had his uniform on. They would get in the back seat of the car. I think this is not about him cheating on his wife as much as it is about his behavior on the job.
Unbecoming of an
officer.
officer.
It's unbecoming of an officer.
He has his uniform
And, I mean, come on, B. Everybody's seen it.
Media. But that's the world we live in right now, because he and others probably doing stuff like this all the time. And just somebody happened to have a camera. Shame
on you for being that unaware in today's world.
With all the people around in the park, somebody's got a phone.
My problem with this, and I think it's shady, my problem with this is that we all adopt this holier-than-thou attitude because you got caught. Like, there are plenty of people out there, co-workers, maybe superiors, who were aware that this dude had shady-like tendencies. But now you want to sit back and act like
that's what it's
some
all about,
sort of crazy thing.
It doesn't matter as long as you don't get caught.
Right, but do you think he'll be terminated? I think he will be fired.
I think so. I think he will be.
I mean, that's going to be a union thing. It's just whether or not you can
he'll
justify
get fired,
him
and then he'll be off the job for a month, and then he'll get his job back, and he'll get all the back pay.
So we all agree. we all agree, though, that the punishment
We've seen that
valid.
Show before.
Punishment valid, though.
Punishment is valid, though. You got to know better, man. Like, cops are, you're going to be a cop, you get held to a higher standard. Like, that's it.
Coming back, it's a serious topic, and I'm curious to hear from you guys. There is a woman who found out that her boyfriend cheated on her with a dying friend. And now she's got this moral dilemma as to whether or not she's wrong because she feels guilty.
Oh, that's a
She's
good
bothered
topic.
by it.
What'd the dying friend look like?
We'll see. We'll be right back. All right, so normally fun, lighthearted, but this one I was curious as to what you guys thought about this. This is a woman who found out well after the fact, 22 years old, been with her boyfriend for several years. His friend, female friend, was dying, and they slept together. It apparently was one of her dying wishes. They had a moment. He went to go spend time with her. They ended up sleeping together.
Or we don't, I guess that
always, she's identified as a friend.
Okay, a friend.
And they slept together. The girlfriend found out 8 months later from a mutual friend. And now she's struggling with whether she's wrong because she feels betrayed. She feels jealous. She feels like she wants to hold him accountable, but the friend is passed away. No, so is she wrong because she's holding on to that
I
guilt?
don't think she's wrong.
No, I agree with you.
No.
No?
No, I don't think she's wrong at all. I think she should have the conversation with him, and I think she should explain to him how she feels about it. You know what I mean? I mean, the dude lied to her.
Yeah.
And he cheated on her.
he
It
never
doesn't
told her.
matter whether the woman was dying or not. Like, you cheated on your girl, man. Like, and you kept it to yourself for 8 months. Like, not that it matters whether you would have told her right away. It's just,
It was her dying wish.
I understand it was her dying
Boy,
wish.
Does that make it different?
Right. Does that,
It
like,
seems like it does.
It
Like-
does seem like it does.
like, what if my dying wish was for somebody to give my kid $1 million because I'm checking out?
I mean, you would
Like, would
hope
you come
somebody
through on
would
that for
live
me?
up to that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what is your dying wish, man? I got living wishes too.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to get... Halle Berry, I'm not feeling well.
Right. Right.
Oof.
Doesn't
All right.
matter.
I got a couple of days
So,
left.
here's why it may be different. So she actually said she understands the thought process behind it. She understands doing it. And she said if they had asked, she would
What?
have said okay.
She's 22, Mike.
I know.
They think
She
different.
said-
This is going to
she said
stick
she
with her the rest of her
understands-
life.
Yeah.
She'll never get over it.
She said she understands that this was a dying wish of somebody and you wanted to respect that and allow this person that dying wish. Just ask me. So for her, it's not the issue of the actual cheating, it's the violation of trust.
The answer's no.
But he's dying
And I
to
don't
be-
care that he's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care that he's dying. You my girl. Like, you want to sleep with him, then you go be with him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the answer's no. Like,
Is it wrong that it's not that easy an answer for me?
Oh, what? Dude,
No, it's not wrong. I'm just saying
I'm
it's
not
that easy
saying
for
You're a
me.
bigger man than me.
Right. That's that.
I
That's,
wouldn't be
use your voice for
okay
good
with
business
it.
guy.
That's right.
I certainly wouldn't be okay
You're the
with
sweetest
it. But I
guy.
think that the rationale behind somebody who is apparently that young and has limited amount of time left, it's not as easy to just say, man, that's wrong. You just cheat. This person's dying and dying painfully at 20 some odd years
Yo,
old.
there's a bunch of other men she could have slept with. Like, so if it's just about, because now it's not about the sleeping with him. Like, this
Well,
is
but
an
that's
emotional
different.
situation.
If you lied to me about it, that's different. If you just came clean, then we still have our
All right,
trust
I have a
intact.
question. What would... I know you... No, no. What would be a dying wish for you? Would it be to have a sexual experience?
First of all, yeah, that wouldn't be my dying wish.
I don't think it'd be on the top.
Yeah,
There'd
that
be a
wouldn't even be
lot
at the
of
top
more
of my.
substantial
But
things
Yeah.
that being said, Mike, we've had some life behind us.
Yeah.
Like at 20, 22,
22.
it might be. It might be like, look, man, I ain't got much time left, man. Like, can I just get one more jump off before I check
Yeah.
out?
Let's get it in.
Right,
before
like
I'm gone.
It might be, but I don't like. I think you don't lean on your friend who you know who's in a relationship,
Right.
for that wish.
So none of us think that she's wrong for feeling bad about this.
No, she's not
No, I
wrong
don't
for
think
feeling
she's
bad
on board
about it.
with her.
She should just open up to him and let him know how she feels about it.
I've been-
And clear the air.
I've been dying to sleep with a lot of people.
Let us know what you think. Hit us up on social media. I'm at Bill A. Fox 29, at Mike Fox 29,
Yeah.
at Mike Greenidge.
Correct.
All right, we'll be right back. Time flies. All right, we're back, but mostly just to say goodbye.
It's a wrap.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, a
We're
couple
out of time.
seconds. We got any
Man, we
deep
ain't-
thoughts you want to leave us with today?
No.
Just hit us up on social media. Let us know what you want us to talk about on Two Mics and a Bill, the topics that are dominating discussion for you.
Send us some topics. I like that idea.
Go Eagles.
Yes.
Go Eagles.